We assure you that your mornings will definitely feel better. Kick off your day with the Carnival Breakfast Show, Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Absolute radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast Show. Dig in.
Top of the morning to you, huh? Well, welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. And this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyokola. Good morning and welcome once again. Yes, here is another episode of Carnival Radio Newspaper Review, where we review the top stories that comes on in the news this morning. I have the French newspaper with me. I have the Vanguard, I have the Post, I have the Nation, and I have Daily Trust newspaper. I have a lot of newspaper with me, and each of them with interesting stories. But before we dive into the news and details, here are the headlines. From the Punch newspaper, big money, small impact. Governors face fire over 9 trillion FAC windfall. From the Vanguard newspaper, federal government commences accreditation for appointment of new permanent secretaries. Moving to the Post newspaper, PDP crisis. Wiki Bloc plans a March 28th convention after court victory. On to the Nation newspaper, it's where police arrest suspected notorious thug Awalu Dan Daba in Kano. And on to the news and details. I read from the Punch newspaper. So, big money, small impact. Governors face fire over 9 trillion FAC windfall. Despite receiving an estimated 9 trillion naira in Federation Account Allocation Committee inflows in 2025, state governors are facing mounting criticism from labor unions, civil society groups, and opposition parties over what many describe as widening gap between soaring revenues and limited improvements in citizens' welfare. FAC allocations to states surged by over 2 trillion naira in 1 year, according to analysis of Federation account disbursement data published by the National Bureau of Statistics and collated by the Newsmen, highlighting the scale of the revenue windfall that flowed to sub-national governments in 2025 amid higher federation inflows. The sharp rise has triggered criticism from organized labor and opposition political parties, with the Nigerian Labour Congress warning that higher allocations have failed to deliver meaningful improvement in citizens' welfare due to weak governance, misplaced priorities, and corruption at the state level. Civil society organizations have also faulted state government, accusing them of mismanaging the inflows and failing to translate increased revenues into feasible development outcomes, while calling for stronger accountability and oversight. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Big money, small impact. governors face fire over 9 trillion naira FAC windfall. In another news from the Vanguard newspaper, where the federal government commences accreditation for appointment of new permanent secretaries. The office of the head of civil service of the Federation on Tuesday announced the commencement of accreditation exercise for the selection of 5 new federal permanent secretaries. According to a statement released by the Director of Press at the OHCSF on Eno Olotu, the exercise followed the approval of President Bola Tinubu. Olotu noted that the process is designed to fill existing and impending vacancies for candidates originating from Adamawa, Bayelsa, Enugu, Kano, and Ogun. Also, the eligibility criteria for the appointment of a permanent secretary are outlined in the Public Service Rules in 2021. Permanent secretaries in Nigeria are appointed from among serving directors in the Federal Civil Service. The process overseen by the head of civil service of the Federation upon approval by the President. Key rules stipulate a 4-year renewable term, maximum 8-year straight merit-based election, and eligibility for specific state to maintain federal character. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. Federal government commences accreditation for appointment of new permanent secretaries. In the meantime, the People's Democratic Party bloc line of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has fixed March 28 and 29, 2026 for its National Convention in Abuja, where the party will elect a new National Working Committee and other statutory organs. The announcement followed the faction's 105th meeting of the PDP National Executive Committee held on Monday in Abuja. The communique signed by the factional national chairman of the caretaker committee, Abdurrahman Mohammed, and National Secretary Sami Anyawu, said the NEC approved a timetable for party congresses nationwide, with ward and local government congresses scheduled for February and state congress in March. It's added that the NEC further approved and confirmed the March 28th and 29th, 2026 as the date for the PDP National Convention to be held at Abuja for the purpose of selecting members of the National Working Committee and other statutory organs of the party. The NEC also approved the extension of the tenure of the National Caretaker Working Committee, as well as affected state and zonal caretaker committees, pending the conduct of national, state, and zonal congresses. Directed the National Caretaker Committee to immediately activate convention subcommittees and commence full logistical, administrative, and consultative preparations to ensure a transparent, inclusive, and credible convention. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. PDP crisis. Wike blog plans March 28th convention after court victory. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Police arrest suspected notorious thug Awalu Dan Daba in Kano. The Kano State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of a suspected notorious thug Awalu Ali, popularly known as Awalu Dan Daba, in Durai quarters of Kano. A statement issued on Monday and signed by the police public relations officers CSP Abdullahi Haruna Kiyawa said a suspect, a 26-year-old man, was arrested in January 31, 2026 following credible intelligence. According to the command, officers attached to Durai Police Division carried out the arrest after receiving information linking the suspect to the coordination and organization of thuggery groups that attack and rob innocent members of the public. The statement also mentioned a separate incident in Sharada quarters where police officers responded to a distress call involving an attack by suspected armed robbers. Police said one of the suspects were lynched by members of the public, while a female victim sustained serious injuries during the attack. This news was sourced from the Daily Post newspaper. Police arrest suspected notorious thug and Walu Dandaba in Kano. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Big morning, small impact. Governor's face fire over 9 trillion naira FAC windfall. Federal government commences accreditation for appointment of new permanent SECs. PDP crisis, Wike bloc plans March 28th convention after court victory. Police arrest suspected notorious thug Awalu Dandaba in Kano. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app on Google Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. And name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.